Hello, all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are reviewing Bight, a 2026 film which is yet to be released by Myra Welsh, and it runs for an hour and 32 minutes. So the storyline goes two couples' daring foray into open relationships leads down a tumultuous path of jealousy, betrayal, and emotional devastation. So, this is a character and atmospheric film about two couples who soon learn the price of infidelity. It's a slow burn, but that is intended to build upon the tension. There are only four characters, which makes it an easy film to digest. What is happening? It also shows the relationships are loyalties are tentative and boundaries are always pushed to get an experience. And sometimes things happen that cannot be taken back. So Charlie and Atticus are in a stale relationship, and we see this playing out throughout the film. They have been invited to dinner with Naomi and Sebastian, who are both artists in their own right. The further we get into the film, the more we learn about the whole situation and each of their individual personalities, which is what I really like about this film, is the way that the characters are delivered, the personalities are delivered, and the characterizations are really quite well done. So Charlie's a workaholic, and Atticus is a canvas artist. So throughout the film, the tension between the couple is palpable, especially at the beginning. I like the way their expressions are delivered on the screen to help push that narrative of the tension. So Charlie admits she is suffocating in the marriage and Atticus is drowning. And when Charlie and Atticus arrive at the beautiful apartment where they've been invited by Naomi and Sebastian, it's evident that something strange is going on or is about to happen. Immediately, it's clear that something is off about this couple. Their movements are slow and calculated, almost as if they're walking on eggshells around one another. They're very well versed in that world of art, and the artwork in the apartment is very dark, disturbing, beautiful art. Actually, it's thought provoking, and the music in the scenes really helps to set the tone, especially during the intimate and intense moments. I like the characterization of Sebastian the most. His character has been well thought out. He's a control freak with revenge on his mind. Naomi, she's a battle axe who has a sinister personality, which we soon learn is why Sebastian set up the dinner in the first place. Atticus soon becomes the wedge that sets everything into motion. And after Sebastian spikes their drinks, everything that goes wrong can go wrong. And I feel that he actually becomes the most important component in the film. So this film is it's like a slowly seducing dance that titillates the senses, especially during the moments that add a feeling of quiet intimacy between the couples. So they're very intense to watch those moments. There's something very ritualistic to their actions, especially Sebastian's character. I found him to be actually a total bore, especially over the dinner table when he rattles on about Japanese cuisine. I think this guy has a really holier than thou attitude. And yeah, that's good characterization. Also, the setting of the apartment, the tones are mostly in black and red, which enhances the film in a menacing way. So, towards the end, a psychological play happens that's very captivating to watch. There are hardly any horror scenes, but when you get to the end, it turns out that with truth comes repentance. And yeah, there's a ghastly horror scene at the end to tie it all together. So there's good resolutions, and we see that Charlie and Atticus's relationship changes in a very profound way. The the very final end scene is a bit ambiguous, which I quite like. I liked the feeling of not really knowing whether this is actually realistically happening or whether it's all a nightmare. It's really, really, um, the ending is not at all what I expected. But it ended in a very good way. Yeah, it did. Um, the actors, brilliant. They played their roles with total commitment. If you like dark, disturbing, dread, um, films, give this one a watch. This really gave me something like the Black Swan vibes, with the dark undertones coming through. It's an epic production. It's very well put together. It's another indie film, and it's just brilliant. Like I said, it goes for about an hour and a half, and it doesn't feel like you've wasted an hour and a half. I wasn't disappointed. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing more from this director in the future. Um, yeah, so I will I will link in the description the YouTube trailer. However, like I said, it still hasn't been released, the film. So I will, when I find out when the film's released and all that good stuff, I will share it, so that you can go and have a look at it. So yeah, that has been my review of Bite. Yeah, I'm sure you'll fully like it. I did. And yeah, just be aware that, yeah, this is a character and atmospheric film, so you're not going to see any gore and slashing. It's not a slasher or anything like that. So, um, which is good because, sometimes slashers can get a bit boring after a while. So it's good to have a character and atmospheric driven film. And yeah, this is a great example of another indie production that worked out really, really well. So, until next time, stay safe out there, take care, and bye for now.